Class 7, welcome to today's English language class. We shall understand chapter 10 verbs non-finite types today. I urge you to keep your textbooks open at page 91 while you listen to this explanation. Now, what are the types of verbs, children? If you remember, in the previous year in class 6, you had learnt what transitive and intransitive verbs are. Apart from those two types of verbs which take object and do not take object, there are these finite and non-finite types of verbs. Before moving into non-finite types, it is important for you to understand what finite verbs are. Finite verbs, children, as you can see here, as it is mentioned here on the board, finite verbs are those verbs that agree with the subject in person and in number. It indicates the tense in a sentence. Subject-verb agreement you have already learnt. You know that in a sentence, we use the verb in agreement with the subject, whether it is singular or plural, with the subject in number, whether it is singular or plural, as well as the verb agrees with the subject in person, whether it is first person singular plural, second person singular plural, or third person singular plural. We know that verbs change their forms according to the person and number of the subject. Apart from that, we have also learned to use the various tense forms according to the time as indicated by the meaning of the sentence. Now, those are all finite verbs. Today, we will learn what non-finite verbs are. Non-finite verbs basically are of three types: infinitives, participles, and gerunds. Infinitives are those verbs which take a to plus base form of verbs: to go, to do, to eat, to smile, to wake up, to sit, to stand, to walk. These are all examples of infinitive forms of verbs. Participles are verbs plus ing, verb plus end, verb plus en. We will move on to these each individually, each of these in details. Today I will explain to you only infinitives in details. I am not going into details in explaining participles and gerunds. Just for your introduction, gerunds is a verb, are verbs plus ing which are not used as verbs. They take the form of nouns in a sentence. Although it is the base form of verb plus ing used, but they are used as verbal nouns in a sentence. How? We will learn that later on. Today we will understand infinitives. We will only deal with infinitives. Infinitives, children, like I told you, is one of the non-finite forms of verb. To plus base form of verb. Let's consider examples. I cannot afford to miss the last train. In this sentence, to miss, I cannot afford to miss. To miss is here the infinitive form of verb, to plus miss. If you see, to plus base form of the verb miss. To plus do in the next sentence. Do you mean to do as you had promised? To do. To plus do. Do is the base form of the verb, right? Base form means the first form of the verb. We can never use the second form or third form of verb with to. We can never say to did. Okay, we can never say to done. We always use only the first form, that is the present form of the verb with to. Bare infinitives. Now, what are bare infinitives? Bare infinitives are those in which we use the verbs without the to. There are certain conditions when we use bare infinitives. Let's take a look at all of these. After modal auxiliaries, you can go now. In this sentence, you can go now. What are modals, children? We will do modals in details in the next chapter. Modals are those verbs like can, may, must, could, might, shall, will. These are all called modal verbs. Okay, can here is a modal auxiliary, and here because we have used can with the verb go, we cannot use to. You cannot say you can to go now. Can we say that? You can to go? No. Hence, after modal auxiliaries, we cannot use the to. We use only the bare infinitives, that is the first form of the verb, that is go. After verbs like bid, feel, hear, know, let, see, make, watch. These conditions are all given in your textbook, children, page 92. I heard the child cry loudly. Here I have used the verb heard. As you can see here, among the other verbs mentioned, here is also one verb. I have used the verb heard here. Hence, I cannot use to with the other verb. I cannot say I heard the child to cry loudly. That is a wrong formation. I heard the child cry loudly. Have you got it? I felt something fall down. I'll not say I felt something to fall down. That's wrong. I felt something fall down. Okay. So in this verbs we do not use a to with the another verb which is used in the sentence. After, had, better, would, rather, sooner than. With these expressions, had, better, would, rather, sooner than, we cannot use the to plus infinitive form of the infinitive, but we use the bare infinitive. You had better not done the deed. Had better is the expression used here. Hence, we cannot say you had better not to done the deed. That's wrong. You had better not done the work. Okay. Next, after, than and but. Whenever we use than or but in a sentence, we cannot use to with the verb. I did nothing but sleep the entire morning. Or he did nothing but sleep. He did nothing but to sleep the entire morning is a wrong expression. Here we use the bare form of the infinitive. That is, the to is not used but only the first form of the verb. After verbs, dare and need. And when it is used, these are used in negative sentences. Dare and need mostly are used in negative sentences only. I dare not meet the principal. I dare. Dare is the expression used here. Not makes the sentence negative. Verb, here the verb we have is meet. I dare not meet the principal. Meet, children. To meet, have you seen here? Can we say I dare not to meet the principal? No, I dare not meet the principal. Infinitives can be used to join sentences also. For example, I speak the truth. I am not afraid of it. I am not afraid to speak the truth. This is how we add or join sentences with the help of infinitives. There are exercises in your book, page number 93 and 94. I urge you to do these as homework, children. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. If you have any confusion, please ask me tomorrow in the class. Thank you very much. Bye bye.